Go ahead.
I'm Brianna Olander, and this is my audience. Did you know that the Great Wall of China is known as the longest cemetery in the world? This is mostly because about 3,000 people died within the first 3,000 miles when building the Great Wall of China. Today I'm going to tell you about the history, architecture, and the wall today. Over 2,000 years ago, in about 5th century BC, is when they started constructing the Great Wall. And this was during the Qin dynasty. They built it to be protected from small weaponry like arrows and such things like that. When they first started building the wall, it was around all the states of the Chinese Empire, and then Emperor Qin decided to destruct all of the walls except around the empire and connect the walls. The first part of the wall was about 3,107 miles, and this was from the Liaoning province to the Gansu province. After the Qin dynasty, the Han, Sui, Northern, Tang, Song, Lao, Qin, and the Yuan dynasties all added on to that. And the last dynasty to add on to the wall was the Ming dynasty, and they wanted to add on to the wall because they wanted to be protected from the nomadic tribes around the empire. The architecture of the wall, they used a lot of rammed earth and stones from the mountains during the Qin dynasty because they didn't have easy ways to travel, so they wanted to use resources around them. A lot of it eroded, and so the Han, Sui, and the Northern all rebuilt and reconstructed it. They also added on the blockhouses, the barriers, passes, and beacon towers so that they could be protected while they were building the wall. Steep cliffs along the wall were also chiseled to be added on to be used as part of the wall. And the Han dynasty used local materials like mud bricks, and they put a beacon in every 1.6 miles, a blockhouse every 3.1 miles, a fortress every 18.6 miles, and a pass every 62.1 miles. And the Ming dynasty added moats so that they could be protected in flat areas where it would be easier for people to attack them. And they built smoke towers so that they could warn people in case of attacks. In the wall today, the length is said to be about 5,500 miles, and that's about 8.85 kilometers, or 8,850 kilometers. And the height, the average height is about 15 to 30 feet, and the width is about 16 to 30 feet. And about every day it becomes shorter because of erosion in the wall. And there's over 200 passes and about 1,316 beacons. The most visited walls are the Baodoling and the Mitin walls. And the Baodoling has less than 30% in good condition. And the conclusion, for my conclusion, I would just like to say thank you for listening to my speech, and I'm